coming back to Truly Happy. Today I thought I'd share just a couple of my favorite organizing tips. I love being organized. I think it cuts down on the confusion and it helps our home run smoothly. Something I do every week is write out our menu. My kids love to know what's for dinner and they usually ask me about 50 times a day. So this way, all I have to say is check the board. It cuts down on me having to explain it, and also this way I don't have to listen to the comments or the complaints about what we're having. All I have to do is say check the board and then they can do it on their own. And my first grader loves to be able to read this and tell his little brother what's for dinner. I actually have two of these boards. This one is next to the one with the menu. And on here I'll write my first grader spelling words. It's great because when we walk through this little hallway, either one of us will see them and remember we need to study them. And I also do it to jot down little things that I need to add to shopping lists. I have a Costco and an Aldi list in another room, and this is a great spot to write things down as I run out of them. A lot of my organization happens in the laundry room. This is kind of where I've designated a spot to put things that I didn't know where else they would go. So right here I have this whiteboard and it's great for writing notes on it. Right now it just says Tuesday is Valentine's Day and Friday we have donuts with Dad, and then my son Michael has basketball after. I like this spot because I know the kids will see it in the morning and in the afternoon, and it's kind of a good reminder at right before you're walking out the door. Then I have this gorgeous AT&T box hanging that I like to cover up as best I can with the kids' artwork. I found this is the perfect spot for it because they see it, they love to see their own art hung up, and I'm not someone who likes it covering the fridge. So I hang it in here when it comes home from school, and within the next couple days I'm sure we'll have new art to hang. And I even use gorgeous blue painter's tape to hang it so I know it'll come down pretty easily. And then this is the biggest part of the organization in the laundry room, and that's for the backpacks. If I don't have a spot for them, I don't know where they would end up. So this is a really good spot I found. The kids know exactly what to do when they come home from school. They get their lunchbox and their water bottle and any papers that I need to see, put them in the kitchen on the counter, and then they hang their backpacks up here. So when the following morning rolls around, they can come in here and pick it up. And by that time, I'll have it packed with their lunch and their snack and their water bottle. So we keep it all here. So that way we never have a missing piece of paper or a missing water bottle. We have a plan for it to come out, and then these are hung up in this little corner spot of my laundry room that would have nothing else in it if it wasn't for these backpacks. That way they kind of stay as much out of the way as possible. And then down below I have this bin, which is empty now, but when we go to the library and check books out, this is where they will end up. At the end of the day, they all need to be returned there. So when I get an email that they're due in a few days, I can just come scoop them up and take them right to the library. On the other wall of the laundry room, right on top of my washing machine, I keep this basket. And this is where the dirty socks come. Right when my kids get home, they walk into the laundry room straight from the garage, take off their socks, and drop them off in this basket. That way I don't have loose socks upstairs. You know, sometimes one will enter the basket and the other will be lost forever. And also, this way I can just wash them directly from this basket. I'll clean them and then I can put them away. I'll show you where they go in just a minute. But I found it to be the easiest, and we lose less socks this way, which is definitely a good thing. Right on top of my laundry room fridge is this basket. I'm going to go ahead and pull it down and I will show you what is in it. It is the basket full of snacks. Now these are the snacks my kids take to school. My two older ones both take a snack to school every single day, and I find it easiest just to pack them all Sunday night. I throw them in this basket, which I keep on the fridge, and when I'm getting their lunches out of this fridge, I always keep their lunches and water bottles in my laundry room fridge. So in the morning, I get their lunches, the ice pack, water right there, pull down the basket and get a bag of whatever snack they'll be having that day, and then just turn around and pack their backpacks right up. It's just easiest that early in the morning just to follow the steps and get out the door than having to stop, pack a lunch, fill up the water bottle, get a snack. When all of that stuff is done for me, my morning just runs so much smoother. Now we're in the garage, and this is where I found a whole bunch of wall space that wasn't being used. So right here, I turned this little area into my coat closet, I guess you could say. I turned the coat closet in the house into a second pantry, so I had no place to hang up their coats. I like to keep everything close by. I didn't want the boys having to run upstairs to get them, so we just hung 2 hooks here, and we've got coats and jackets and all that stuff for 3 boys hanging up. As soon as they come home from school, they just hang it back up and it doesn't even enter my house, which is good. And then one of my favorite organizational things we have in the house, and it's a cabinet we got at IKEA, which I'm sure it looks familiar if you shop there frequently. And since I have 3 boys, I got it with 3 sections. So each one of my kids has their own section. I have Michael on the left, Will is in the middle, and my youngest, AJ, is on the end. So I'm going to have Will help me demonstrate when they are leaving the house, going to school, or just going to play or something. They'll come up, they pull the green bin to get some socks. He's got his school socks, which he has to wear certain socks for his uniform in the front, and his other socks in the back, so he'll pick out some socks. Then he'll go ahead and pull the orange drawer, and all of his shoes are in there. So we don't have to search the house looking for a missing shoe. And we also don't have to worry about shoes getting mixed up in someone else's room because he keeps them in his bed, and it's his job to do. I don't have to get involved. I love it because I really prefer no one to wear shoes in the house, and this way it cuts down on tracking in any extra dirt. We have enough dirt in our house as it is. I don't need any extra dirt coming in. So that's perfect. And then once they have everything, all they have to do is sit up on this bench, put their socks, their shoes, and then they'll come back, pick up their jacket, and head out the door. The last place that I make sure I'm organized is the pantry. I cleaned this out last week, and it has stayed pretty clean. And one thing in here that is so important is this bin right here. It's the one that's still labeled, and it says snack bin. This is the spot my boys can come to when they're hungry and it's snack time, which is after rest time in my house, so it's usually after 3 o'clock. Instead of hearing them ask me what they can eat, they're starving, I can't find anything, all they have to do is come in here and they can pull this bin down and choose something from here. You usually can choose something crunchy and a fruit. So in here we have some applesauce, and of course I have some apples and bananas and oranges and all that kind of stuff. So they may choose something from here, and if they can't find something they like, well, then they just have to wait till dinner. That's the way it works. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you like organizational videos, please give me a thumbs up and I will make some more.